Okay, today we're going to talk about the Bitcoin price again, but first we're going to talk about a meme coin that I talked about in my list of my top 5 favorite meme coins in crypto. The reason we're talking about it today is because I just sold a lot of it, not because I think something fundamentally changed with the project or that I think there's something wrong with it, but because it reached a price where I feel comfortable selling it, which is SPX6900. The chart's going completely crazy. It's the second 100x. That's cool that you called on this channel, but we'll talk about that in a moment. First, we'll talk about the Bitcoin price part and see where we are now. Was this one of the reasons I sold? I think Bitcoin will go down, which is why I'm taking some profits on meme coins, but not necessarily here either. I'm actually rotating these profits into another coin, which you might be able to guess by the wipers in my profile picture. You'll have to figure it out for yourself, but let's talk about Bitcoin anyway. Yesterday I said that the bulls really needed to step in because we were showing some weakness, which isn't the best reaction at this volume level at this volume cluster. But the bears aren't really showing a lot of strength either, right? There's a lot of shaking going on right now. Bitcoin is showing that this is a level of support. Let's turn on all of these signs, which will basically just show this range volume profile. In fact, you can see that we are just sitting right here at this point of control. You can see that the volume we're holding out here blurs out to get the whole range. The big question is whether we can actually get above this and turn it into support, since we haven't been able to get away from the volume yet. We want to break out of this to the upside so that all of that support is below us. We are facing a lot of pushback at the moment, but we are almost able to break through. So the chart is at a very important point where it could go either way. I think a lot of it might depend on what other charts like the Russell do. 2000, we can see that this is going back down to the big level of support at the value area low. The SP500 it's still showing a lot of power right now with a structure that looks a lot like Bitcoin's. This is how these charts will act. We'll see what the DXY does. Will it swing back down to the highs now that we've made a higher high? So let's check to see if this is just a departure back within or if this is going to be a breakout back test. We don't want the breakout back test to happen here on the dollar because it's linked with Bitcoin in the wrong way. We can also see that Bitcoin's dominance is continuing to rise. At this point, it's kind of important to see if this high doesn't get broken. If this is going to be the altcoin's lower high, it's kind of interesting that meme coins are going parabolic as Bitcoin's value rises. Some might say that's a sign that the market has reached its peak and will now go into a bear market. Personally, I don't think that's the most important sign because these coins did rise during the bear market. The only places I buy are ones that were built during a bear market. And I think those are just running first signs of the wins that other coins might bring in the future. But yeah, this low point for Bitcoin seems like it could be good. I like that these lows aren't too high. In other words, every time this goes down, it wipes out the liquidity. In a way, I might have thought that was more positive if these lows were higher. It really does show us that we might need to grab. Take a look at open interest for those stocks before they go up. On these lows, open interest did go down a bit. We still haven't seen a big flush on open interest, but if you look at Binance, we can see that there have been none since the first low on October 1st. We're still waiting to see if we'll get that big sweep, which would make a lot of sense if it happens. What we do see, however, is interesting. As you can see, open interest was going up until it hit these lows. However, CVD was going down. A lot of shorts got caught, so this might just be a short squeeze. There is always a chance that we could flush long, but right now we might just be holding a short. That's what we'll do. The order flow doesn't really tell us much, other than if we should get a higher high if we're already above volume. Then the shorts will definitely be stuck, and you'll probably turn all that volume back to spot and head up. So I'm definitely just going to watch how the price moves. There are no changes to the ranks. We can't do anything until the price starts to move. That's what I think about the charts today as a whole. Let's talk about SPX6900, which is one of my favorite joke coins. I really believe that their group is the second best in all of crypto. So as I already said, they build during the weak market. They've been through a lot since the lows. Someone on their team sold it all the way back. In January, someone on their team sold or dumped the chart here. They sold it for about $20,000. but at the time that was a lot of money for this market cap. A team member sold as shown by this red candle, but it wasn't an important team member. I believe it was a community manager or something like that. I really have no idea. And the neighborhood stayed strong. They bought at the lows and made money off of people who bought here, which I did. I mostly bought. Actually, not long ago, but you were up from this low. I think we can see over 300 times right now. It will be hard to find that low with the measure tool. I believe this is a little too much. There is an 18,000% chance that I will get this right, which will give us the full 300x. Let me check this out and see if I'm right. We'll get down to that low level right away. That's it. Let's get this out of the way 20,000 times faster. Okay, so let's talk about a 200x. Obviously, that measure tool is hard for me to use at that low of a level because even a small change makes it hard to read. It will make a huge difference in that number up there. Okay, let's say 100 to 300x. They're definitely over 100x now, and it's only been a month since early last month. This has gone up over 30x before. So from this low point, we're looking at close to 30x right now. That's where I think I should sell based on MOB, which is my favorite coin. From the most recent low to the end of the curve, you saw that do about 34 times. This is where I think things lose their speed. The market value is rising to around $200 million. I think now is a good time to make a profit. I didn't sell all of it, but I did sell about half of it. As for TI, is there really anything else you can do with this besides compare it to other charts and look at the market caps and evaluations? You could say we got a red light. When you see a parabola, the first big red candle is usually followed by two big green candles, which is where the top comes in. I think this will go up a bit higher, but I wasn't hoping for that. I think it will go up to about 0.25. 0.26 might be the last one before it finally fixes itself, and I might be able to take some more profit off the table. I'm going to wait for that though. I'm not trying to guess percentages this year because I know these charts move quickly when they roll over, but I do think this could be a support line if the market is really going up. If that happened, there probably wouldn't be much of a correction here. We could see something like that happen on the charts in the coming months. In case you're really into the community, I'm not telling you to sell your bags, but I did want to talk about this. Let me know if anyone bought it from that movie I made. The 5 best joke coins. I gave this one a pretty high rating, and I still think it has a lot of room to grow. I think this is a $1 billion market cap boy. I'm not going to tell you to buy any of it right now. It made my collection reach a new all-time high, so I just wanted to take a look at it. So this shows that there's always a way to make money, even when the market is unstable and many altcoins aren't doing well and Bitcoin's power is falling. Although it is possible to make a lot of money in crypto if you do your homework and learn about the basics, mostly the community and tokenomics, you will not find it easy or certain that you will be able to do so. So a lot of this will depend on luck in the end, but if you have any questions about what I talked about or just want to join the group for this channel, click on the link below.